Welcome to the Pittsburgh Basketball Show. I'm your host, George Michaelowski. Today with a very special guest, Carlton Bub Carrington, man. It's been a while. How you been, man? How you doing?
I've been well. I've been well. Thanks for asking. How you been?
Been good. I've been doing well. I mean, I haven't seen you since, you told us, the media, and all the Pitt fans watching at home, that you'd be declaring for the draft next to Coach Capel. And now we're 2 days away from this thing becoming a reality, man. What emotions are you feeling leading up to the draft?
I would say more than anything, it's like an anxious feeling. Like you counting down the hours to that that moment comes. It's like you just waiting for it.
Awesome, man. So, when you were sitting next to Coach Capel in that moment, what made you want to do that and want to sit in front of the media, the Pitt fans watching, and declare for the draft and thank Coach Capel and everyone who was involved in this?
Just for the simple fact that like it was my school, it was my home for that, even though it was short. It was a great time though. It was my home. I mean, I played for these people and these people came out to watch me play. They supported me. So I felt like it was only right, just for them to hear it from me in the way that I did.
For sure. So, you obviously went off to work out for the draft, get ready for it. I think you were down in Florida. Is that right?
I was for some time, yes.
Okay, okay. And so during that time, like after you left Pitt, did anyone from Pitt, Coach Capel, anyone on the staff, any teammates stay in touch with you? Or was it kind of like, all right, turning my phone off, like getting on this grind for the draft? Like, have you talked to anyone from Pitt recently?
Oh yes, me and Coach Cable talk every day, and me and Coach Brown talk every day, and some of the other coaches still reach out from here and there, and my teammates. I mean, they my brothers. Like we still play the game together. We was just all on the phone last night. Like we still talk all the time. So nothing
Okay, I got you.
changed. It's just the fact that I'm not there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I remember I went down to watch you in Baltimore, not even, or I guess a little more than 2 years ago. The next day you came up to Pitt to watch Pitt Clemson. I think Jalen and Marlon were both there. So I guess starting there, uh, what, was your experience like at Pitt looking back? Like, how would you rate it?
I rated a 10. I rated 11. And it was one word to describe, I would just say like eventful or fun. Like I had like a really good time there. I don't like regret my decision going to Pitt. Like I cherished every moment that I shared with everyone there. Like it really was a great time.
So the staff, and I know I think it's on the wall still in the practice gym at Pitt. There's a quote that Jeff tends to say pretty often is, we keep our promises. He talks about the program and says that. Do you feel that after you've been through this experience, you can look back and say like everything they told me in the recruiting process was true, and they kept their promises, and the Pitt experience is exactly what I thought, or were there surprises along the way that you didn't expect?
Everything that they told me, everything that they said that I could be, and everything that they promised me, it all came true. Like every like Capel told me, I remember after a Peach Jam game, my 16U year, after he was recruiting me, and he told me like he's like, listen, you have a chance to be in college for 1 year. You play for me, and we can make it happen. You go somewhere else, I can't make you any promises. And he told me there, he told me that, like I said, at 16, 2 years ago. So I would say they've been amazing, like nothing short of amazing for sure.
So, like you said, I mean, you were 16 only 2 years ago. Like you're one of I think the second youngest player in this draft, from what I've seen. Went to the combine. It seemed like everything that I've read about your performance at the combine was that it led to your stock trending upwards. You had a great performance. I got first in pull up shooting. You went 20 for 25 in spot up shooting, also first place. Off the dribble, you shot it well. So, how much confidence did that give you? Going up against your peers that are in the same draft class, and seeing your name at the top of that leaderboard at the combine.
It's definitely a great feeling. I wouldn't say that it necessarily gives me confidence because I feel like what kind of is the reason I got this far is by kind of keeping my own tunnel vision and not comparing myself to anybody else. So seeing my name above other people's and things of that nature. That doesn't really like drive me, for example. It's
Yeah.
more like I feel like I put in the work for that to happen. It's kind of like, all right, that's what you earn that. That's not because of nobody else.
So I know you had a relationship, in part your dad coached and Jamel Artis, former Pitt player. I remember I saw a photo of you at his, I think, training camp with the Knicks, way back when. And, you were obviously very little in that photo, but now it's coming true. You're about to be going through these same things in the, association. So what's most exciting for you about being in the NBA? Like, what are you most excited for? Whether it's like you've played 2K and you're excited for like to live that out, like what are you most excited about here?
I would say I want to play against like a real like NBA crowd. Like I feel like that's what I'm most excited for. Like I'm living for like that moment, where it's loud, fourth quarter, I'm living for like that type of environment. I feel like that's what I'm
Okay.
most excited for.
I got you. And watching the NBA finals obviously wrap up here, this past week. There's no obviously NBA team in Baltimore, but were you a Wizards fan, and a big NBA fan growing up?
I was not a huge NBA fan. We
Okay.
definitely were Wizards fans. I just I mean, I don't know if it's really, a good thing or not, but like I just kind of started watching the NBA when I got to high school.
Okay, I got you. And when people talk about you, like I'm sure you've had plenty of conversations with scouts, with front office, people over the last few months in this process. What are some of the players that come up, whether it's a comparison or, hey, like you do this just like this guy does, or you're a 6'5" guard who ran the pick and roll well in college, like so did he. Like watch him. Are there any players that you're hearing that are similar to you in the NBA?
Yes, I'm hearing a lot of Tyrese Halliburton, Tyrese Maxey, um, and Nikhil Walker-Alexander. I hear those three names a lot.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything you're working on specifically, like since you left Pitt? Like, hey, I need to put my head down and get better at this. Is there anything specific that you've been focusing on?
Yes, I've been focused on finishing around the basket, like, just working on different moves to get downhill and then finish when you get down there and catch and shoot threes. I mean, you can always be better at that.
Awesome, man. Well, all right. Well, that's all I got for NBA talk. I do want to close on one more Pitt question. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds here. I'll start the timer on my phone. I want you to convince me why Pitt's gonna make the NCAA tournament this year, why you think that,
Oh,
and why the pieces on this team are gonna work.
easy. Okay. Wait, tell me when to start.
Go for it.
All right. First of all, you have I think one of the best point guard in the ACC next year in Jalen Lowe. Absolute floor general, absolute scorer as well. You have two other older guards, strong older guards that know what they're doing. They've been in college for a very long time, and they've been good in college for a very long time. Got three athletic wings, two 7 foot foreign shooters, a 6'7" foreign that can do everything, and you have two strong bigs that you need in college basketball. You literally have everything everywhere. They don't lack in any position. They're going to the Sweet 16 at least, and you heard it here first.
All right, man. That was perfect. Thank you, Bob. 12 seconds over 30, but hey, you did a good job. Went through every position, so that was impressive. What have you heard about Amsal too, the new European wing they brought in?
Coach calls him a Bosnian bub. So apparently he's
Okay.
just informing me, I guess.
Okay, Bosnian Bub. Good to know. All right, maybe it'll maybe it'll stick. All right, man. Thanks for joining me, Bub. Good luck this week, and good luck with the move. You're gonna be moving in a few days, so have
Yeah,
fun, man.
thanks for having me.
All right, see you later, man.